Hello, everybody.
Plus there, Ruben.
What I do for the crown
Mhm.
prince.
Mm,
Yes.
That's a quote of the
mm,
day from
mm,
our president.
mm,
Well, what he does for them.
mm,
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
exactly.
Sure. Right. What would you do for a $400
mm.
million airplane?
Well, I'm going to get my
mm.
own C2D2, my own personal robot from Elon.
Good luck. Hey, John, nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
2 times in one day.
There you go.
Mm.
Getting lucky.
I'm lucky.
Oh, Mark,
Hello, sir. How you doing?
super good, but I'll get better. Always room for improvement.
That's what I believe.
I love when he says that.
So, wow, we have quite a group here.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm good. How is everybody?
Good, doing good. Hey, Mark, how's everything?
Good. I'm excited. This has been a little while in the making.
Awesome. I'm very excited.
So we're gonna give it just a minute before people are still jumping in. So some of y'all are a little bit new to the concept. So my idea today is I want to go through and really get people to understand what local business rising is about and whether you'd like to participate or not and what's all involved. Like anything new, I don't know of anybody that's doing what we're doing right now. And I think it has potential to solve a lot of small business problems. And being a small business owner for, I know, 30 some years, I've been through a lot of the challenges and I just wanted, 10 years ago, we'll get into that. Let me go through my slides so I can sound like I'm coherent and we'll get started with that. All right. Okay, local business rising. Um, want to help grow local businesses to compete with their larger competition. Also, not 80% or somewhere around there of businesses go out of business in the first 3 years. And if they're missing a lot of things, they might get excited about their business, but they don't realize all the other pieces that go to running a business. The other thing is your bigger competition throwing discounts and ads and in everybody's face. It's hard to compete. Many people reduce their prices, which just comes back to bite them because you want to sell what value that you have to the customer and you don't want to compete on prices. So we're going to go through a bunch of things and why local business rising came to be. Um, like I said, 80% of businesses don't make 3 years. When a business opens, they believe in what they were doing or selling, but nobody else knows that they exist. They run out of friends and families quickly. They skip over the business and marketing plans because they're not even sure what those are. Accounting and bookkeeping might be a four-letter word, new guidelines about having employees is I will get to that later, but then until they get sued by one of their employees and somebody asks them what they do and their elevator speech is 5 minutes long and people lose interest after the first 8 words. So how do local businesses compete? Well, big businesses rely on ads, discounts, aggressive sales techniques, aggressive salespeople, and people are tired of seeing this. I get 300 to 400 emails a day saying, buy me, buy this. And that's not what people want. They're in their own problems. They want to solve their problems. They want somebody that understands their problems, are there not to sell, but to help them, show them what they can do. People care about the solution, not as much money. They don't want to be upsold until they trust the person. So if you go in there and understand that person and show them that you care about their problem, that you understand their problem, and that there is a solution and you have the best solution, or refer them to somebody that has the best solution for them. Once you get to know them, they're going to remember you. You're helping them, which leads to the relationship marketing. I think most of you are all on Alignable, and I get more than half of my business from referrals, not from direct sales. Relationship marketing is letting people know who you are and how you can help them. I've done this throughout my business. And I have in my software company, I have 18 to 20-year customer retention. People stay with me because I'm looking at how I can help them. So a short background. Most of you know I was an Air Force officer, a computer engineer, electrical engineering, math person, all the tech side. I was one of the first artificial intelligence programmers. I brought the first AI project to the military back in the early 80s. I've had my home business for 35 years. I have a desire to help small business reach their dreams. That's what gets me up in the morning. I want to see who I can help. But 10 years ago, I met a really nice guy, had a 35-year-old family business, and found out that when he went to sell it, that it wasn't worth anything. So I took 5-year hiatus from my software company and decided I wanted to solve this problem. Why was his 35-year-old business not making any money? So I went around and worked with some of the top marketing gurus around the world. And I found out that they all did what they did well, but they focused on the top 20% of the companies with income, over 500,000, over 750,000, because they charged a lot for their service. But as we're going to get into it, they only offer 4 or 5 services. And 90% of million small businesses use 10 or more marketing techniques, which means there's huge gaps in what they're doing, and which is why it doesn't work for a small business, even if they want to spend $3,000 a month on SEO. And I believe in SEO. They're not going to get the return quick enough to keep them in business. 10 years from now, I want to retire, and half the money from the marketing companies going to an animal sanctuary. So Animal and Me Sanctuary, so I can retire in the middle of animals and enjoy myself. But that's my story and why I'm doing this. Local Business Rising is dedicating and leading the way to help local businesses survive. Many are in that fight and flight stage. if you're willing to fight, we're here to help. If you want to, if you're not, you just want to wait and see what happens, where are you going to be in a year from now? We're surrounding, one of the first steps is surround yourself with good people. I have 10 ambassadors that I trust totally, are great people. And I also we're growing area managers so that we can build that local business, have those local meetings. We have things like coaching corner. So we have business experts. Like, I don't know what to do. My tax was too much. We bring in accountants, we answer questions. You can submit questions. The whole platform's geared towards helping people. Oh, I'm still getting more people. Somebody that's had in corporate world for 30 years, they got some great experience. They go out and they start a business. Even they find out there's things that they didn't know. Come on. So we looked at all these platforms. I'm heavy into LinkedIn. I'm really heavy into Alignable. Not a lot on Facebook, but we looked at everybody. And we'll come back to the questions. Some of them limit the number of people you can talk to, how many you can connect to, how you connect to them. They encourage you to bring people to the platform without even a thank you. Some of the ambassadors on Alignable work up to 10 hours a month helping promote Alignable, but what I want to do is I want to look at all these things that people are not happy with. We have no connection counting, and we pay people to grow the platform. If you bring somebody to the it's the basic fee to join the platform is $25 a month. If you bring somebody in the first month, you get their $25. So you can stay on the platform for free forever if you just bring one new person a month. We're trying to pay you to help promote the platform. So we have a community area. We have local meetings. We have games like how many business cards you can collect. We're always looking for ideas on how you engage in the local market. We have a virtual mall where you can sell your goods and services. We have a free resource area where you can get information on papers. We have video courses that you can purchase. There's an option to sell your own course. I already mentioned the coach's corner to answer your questions. We have real tiers of support. You have the sponsor who brought you on to LBR. You have an area manager and you have a ambassador. And my email address is everywhere. I'll make sure that you get an answer if you're having trouble without having to spend, if you spend a couple hours a week, once you get going on the platform, you can get all the help you need. You don't have to hire 5 different marketing firms that are telling you that they're going to solve all your problems. We're building the team for you. So even more to it, we're going to be adding a swag store. And what's nice about this swag store is you can buy one or two. You can walk into a local pizza place and they say, I need 10 t-shirts, but I need 3 red and medium, a large. I need a couple blues, and that's okay. Most swag stores, you got to buy 100 t-shirts. That's why I'm getting interested in getting involved with them. We're going to have local and national newsletters with positive information. We want to showcase, a company goes and donates $1,000 to the high school softball team. Okay, let's promote that person. Let's go out and service them. Look at their business when you're out there shopping. Because what we want to do is we want to help promote these local businesses in this local area of community area and helping each other. And then we go a couple steps further, is that we not only promote your business on the platform and good deeds, but we send out 10 to 20,000 emails in your area to local businesses to help promote the platform, but also your businesses. We send them out the newsletter to all these business owners so that they can see, that you're helping. And when they're making a choice and they're looking on it, you're going to show up. So we're putting the full resources of my marketing company behind helping you grow too. Come on. So a summary, what makes us different is we pay you to grow our platform. We market for you. We have our national ambassador, area managers, and we have our coaching corner participants. I have local business coaches. I have people that have coaching corners with over 20 coaches that are giving business coaches for mindset coaching. And she's on the platform today to learn more about me and how we can help each other. So these are the type of things that we're doing. So what we need from you is just be ready to fight for your business a couple hours a week. Support others on the platform. Give referrals. If you're a plumber underneath the sink and said, do you know an electrician? Point to local business, rising virtual mall. Say that here's some companies that we trust. Attend meetings you can to support each other. We're not asking for a lot of time. I know a lot of you are busy. We're going to have national meetings that everybody's involved with. And then once we get 15 people in a local area, we're going to start then open up the area chapter. So the packages to join are $25 a month to be a member, to get all the free stuff, to meet people, community area. You can connect with anybody you want. There's a $300 package where it's a done with you. There's a weekly marketing class. There's a question and answer, and I'm going to be teaching marketing so that you can build your own marketing arm without having to spend money on other people, other companies. You know what you're going to get. I'm going to walk you through the steps and have you build your own marketing arm. For $500, we're going to spend an hour a week. We're going to teach you different things at a higher level. And then we're going to do we're going to create your marketing for you. I have trained VAs that I'm using and myself. So I looked up just for context. I did Valpak and it was over $500 for the month to go into Orlando. I'm sending out over 10,000 for 500 a month. We're going to do your marketing for you. We're going to be promoting your marketing for you. So when you take a look at where you're spending with your advisors, you're going to come to that. If you want to place an ad or in the newsletter or the virtual mall, it's only $50 for the month. I want to show you what So this is our initial design of the virtual mall. You're having like a banner, 360 by 720 pixels, but let's talk, phone number, visit their website. We're promoting people and what they do, life insurance, so that you can easily see what these people are doing. The community area is going to have all the members. It has a discussion board where you can ask questions and get answers. Training, the courses you can purchase, members, events, have a leaders board to promote people that are doing the most work in your local area. So it's a nice and clean, easy to find people. You can search somebody. And we're just getting started. There's a lot more that we want to do, but here's the other thing. So what we pay you for is $25 for new members. So let's say you get 8 new members in a month. Let's say you sign 3 people up that buy a $300 package. That's $100 a package back to you. You get 3 people to have a done for you marketing package. You get $150 if they buy the package. And you host one meeting, local meeting. So your income for just talking to these people is over $1,000 for that month that I'm going to hand you a check for. So that's what I mean by we're paying people back. You're talking to people every day. If you just make them aware of it, we're going to do all the heavy lifting. We're going to send them to our local business rising.com landing page, have them sign up, onboard them. All you've got to do is make them aware of it. And if they tell me that you brought them on board, then you get a check at the end of the month. So getting back to my animals, if you're all ready to get started, this is as animated as I get, but if you're want to get started, here's my lions. We're still working on LBR, where it's going to go. And I know that I want 10 cities today. We wanted to launch 10 cities. I believe that things go well and we get the support that I've been hearing. We could be in 50 cities by the end of the year. And we're going to be doing press releases. We're going to do everything we can to help promote this. We just need you to talk to people you know and people you don't know. We take all your suggestions well. All of you look at businesses differently than I do or my ambassadors. We're open to all suggestions saying, what do you think about this? And whatever we can do to make this better. And I did put my contact in the chat, but Local Business Rising is the landing page. That's working on improving that. In my email, mark@dmaworld.com, I always watch my email. That's really the best way of getting a hold of me. You can try and call me, but it's probably going to go to voicemail. I do a lot of meetings every day. So that is my presentation. I am open to questions, open to thoughts.
It was a good job.
Yeah, Mark, I just want to say how excited I am about being involved in this thing. I've been looking forward to talking with more people about it. And how much it's needed is just, it's so clear to me. I just saw an article today in the Wall Street Journal. The title was Small Businesses are hurting because of tariffs and nobody cares. Well, I don't know what there's nothing we can do individually about tariffs, but what we can do is help each other to find solutions to help each other. Basically, that's what this is all about. So we're talking about building community and helping each other. I'm excited for that.
Is this going to be open internationally, Mark, or just for North America?
We're gonna, uh, I'm open to internationally to have an international group. I want to we spent a while in a lot of discussions. Appreciate all you ambassadors here. Um, trying to make it right. So I would like to make it right, nationally first, North America first. And then I'm not against if we have or if you know of a strong leader that could be an area leader in London, I have no problem having a discussion.
So John's in Canada himself, and he's a pretty strong leader all by himself.
So
What,
John,
what I'm what I'm looking at though is I have connections all over the world,
Mhm.
and as you're well aware, if some of them go to try and get into an alignable deal, they've got a ton of great stuff to share. It won't let them in. So
oh,
my thing is, could these people join in on a meeting if they were from another country?
yeah, I don't have any blockages. I'm just looking, truthfully, I'm looking for good people that want to help each other. If I'm not looking, this sounds really wrong to say this, but I'm not looking for a couch potato that's waiting for somebody to bail them out. I'm wanting somebody that's going to stand up and say, all right, this is the way it is. Let's fight. Let's help everybody survive this. Let's start fighting.
Are you
I have
gonna do
two
like
questions.
backlinks?
Oh, go ahead.
Say like if I'm in Montreal, like have your local business rising backlink with Montreal, or do you have
Um,
some type of backlinks for people in different, they say states, cities, countries?
we can look at Montreal. I've got somebody in Canada, but I can't remember exactly which city. But um, if you're interested in being an area leader, I'm interested in further discussion. I know you know a lot of people.
Well,
I've
I
always
can move up pretty fast here. There's nobody here doing this, so I can almost move right up to the top. Scale a ladder, one step and I'm scaled.
that's fine. Um, and I'm definitely open to that. I
But I
think
just have to check too, because everything has to be in French, because in Montreal, Quebec, it has to be in French. A lot of people are French, so I have to figure out how that would work or just put translate. Because when you see a link, you go on the top here, if I put translate, it translates to French automatically.
well, we have, and she's not able to come today, but we have an ambassador that teaches English, French, and Spanish. So she can translate anything that you want.
Oh, I can do it too, but I'm just saying
Okay.
for other businesses, sometimes they have to work in French, but when we see a link, we have a thing on top of Google, we just push the button and it translates it automatically, the website.
I would like to have it translated
Yeah.
and not make assumptions or disrespect different cultures if it's not translating right. I'm just cautious about that.
Yeah, well, what I do mostly with English speaking people anyways, because I'm English, but their website has to be in French, but they all bring in stuff from the States, so.
Yeah, no problem with suggestions. Donna, I know you got questions.
I had a few questions. So anyone wants to come to check it out just for the first time as a guest, is it still the $25 for them to come as a guest?
No, they can come the first meeting for free. And we're gonna
Okay.
meet the same time every Tuesday. And then if they want to sign up, all you've got to do is email me and we're gonna have a meeting. I gotta check with everybody, but I'm looking for Friday to have our regular national meeting. Um, but I want to check with all the ambassadors, make sure they're okay with that. But that's my thought. But they can come to any Tuesday meeting and it's going to be similar, but there's going to be improvements to my speaking as we go. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a very much introvert and enjoy animals more than people most of the time. But
Ditto. Um, what type of payment? So is it going to be similar to like LinkedIn or Alignable? They join, they pay, they get online. You'll have an online payment that can be made. Is that how you're planning on it?
yeah, that's not set up right now. If we had 10 of you sign up today, then I would probably send them an authorized.net.
Okay.
All I would need is their name and email address. And then I would send them onboarding information.
So they can change their, for lack of a better term, a subscription or their plan every 30 days. If someone wants more, they can go upgrade and go to that higher level, and then they can downgrade as well. Is that some options you'll have in place?
Yeah, I'm not real strict on any of that. I want everybody to be happy. I want them to be on the platform and be happy. So if somebody says, the $300 platform is or package is great, but I don't want to get into all this techie stuff. I don't want to learn that. I just want somebody to do it for me. We raise them up to 500. Um, Probably on the next month billing. I'm not real strict on all that rules. Maybe it'll come back to bite me, but I think if you have the right people for the right reason, never will.
Right, right. And then as far as how you pay us, is it a Venmo? How are you, is it bank deposits? How is that being, how will that be handled?
I can do Zelle. Um, I don't want to send you a check in the mail. I'm not,
Right. Yeah,
it'll probably be, I have Zelle with Wells Fargo, so I will send you money. Um, but I haven't totally gotten that. We're still new. And
right. Yeah,
the only thing I can promise you is that you will get paid. So um, if you don't have Zelle and you want to go Venmo, or if you want to go PayPal, I have a PayPal account that I could send it to and just transfer it from PayPal. We'll probably do something a little fancier in the next few weeks as we get all those steps done.
sure,
But,
sure.
and if you get a bill and I'll lay it out where you got your money from, and you say, hey, wait a minute, you forgot this $25 for this person. I'll send it to you without even looking. I'm not going to spend half an hour trying to prove you wrong. I'd rather have you happy.
Right. Well, like you said, I think if you have the right people, then the trust factor comes into place and their reputation. So,
Yes.
the format of the meeting, will it be, and I know you're planning everything, it's still kind of in infancy stages, but just an idea to help bring people into those meetings for when is the launch for the first meeting and what type of agenda will that take place for that first meeting?
I'll s- um I'll send out if everybody here is whoever's joined, I'll send the agenda out, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be a week from Friday. As soon as the ambassadors get together, Thursday, we'll send out a message saying our first national meeting is going to be on Friday at 11 o'clock or something, give you the link. That's what my guess is. If somebody says, no, we don't want to do that, I like Fridays, it's nice and relaxed. And we've got the week for the ambassadors to make any changes or get emails to any changes. We do most things as a group vote, even I don't even like to break the ties. So we usually but it comes with having good people around us.
Mhm.
So I
If I can interject something from our discussions, Donna, where the national meeting, everybody joins and they're a national member. So that national meeting will be in whatever format that is. But as we grow local communities, which is the ultimate goal is to grow a local community. So whatever area that community is in, there will be meetings there that's much more focused on the local business and the local activities, the local events, promoting each other, that kind of thing. And those meetings may be a little bit more like a mastermind or because everybody knows each other already. So it's not going to be networking and that.
Right, right.
So the meeting format will depend on the local community and the involvement of the members.
Okay. Thank you, Bruce.
better said than I did. Thank you. But and if the local group wants to bring somebody in, I know that Joseph has a podcast. If you want to invite Joseph in to talk about how to be on his podcast, and you're all willing to, you'll have access to him. Anything that we can do to help your local meeting, we will. If you find an agenda that works, send it back up to us and we'll send it out to everybody else.
Are you going to have like the virtual meetings as well for local, or is it just going to be in person?
It's going to be both. I'm offering, $100 to a local meeting, $100 to a virtual meeting. If you want to have a virtual meeting every week, which I would encourage, I'm happy to spend $200 in that local area to have both meetings. So that's really up to how you want to run it. The thing I want to have, like for a local meeting, I want to have 10 people there. And for a virtual meeting, I want to have 15 people there. I do want to set some kind of limits. I don't want to have your family meeting your family invited for a local meeting and send you money. That doesn't help anybody. Well, it helps you, but um, that's my intent, is to not be like the other platforms that say, "Oh yeah, do all this stuff for us," and they get 8 million members, and you haven't seen any help in that. I want to make sure that whatever we do it together and grow this great. Maybe we only get 40 locations and 3,000 people by this time next year. That's okay. We've helped 3,000 people. Lisa's too quiet. Any other questions?
You got your sign up form today, or where's it?
You got my email address, just sign it and send me an email. Tina, you know John, right, Tina?
Yes.
Okay.
And Mark Newsom, that's also in here today.
Yeah, we're gonna have, there's 3 tags on your record when we add it. There's gonna be a sponsor person who brought you in. There's going to be an area manager, and there's going to be a ambassador. The area managers, once we hit 15 people in an area, then those areas will be live. So if you want to bring me 15 people tomorrow, we'd be happy to set you up. That wasn't a challenge, Amberly.
I knew exactly where you were going with that, buddy. I knew exactly where you were going with that. I'm gonna pull it out of my pocket, okay? Pull it right out of my pocket.
That was our discussion earlier with Amberly.
Yep. That's right.
But I don't mind if we do a quick elevator pitch, go around the room of everybody here. Introduce yourself, and then if there's no more questions, we can leave early. I don't want to make you sit and look at me, that wouldn't be nice, but so go ahead, Ruben.
Well, glad to be here and glad to be promoting the event. I'm promoting this particular event through one QR. So show who you are with one QR. So that's my contribution to everybody that wants to promote their individual businesses. I provide the digital tools support for you. Thank you, Mark.
Tina.
I help all of the men and women that are going through a very difficult divorce, dealing with the abuse, usually financial abuse, is in there, and I help them go through this, help bring them down to their calm place so they can make informed decisions and help them deal with their attorney, keeping their legal costs down by thousands of dollars. My name is Tina Huggins. I'm a certified divorce coach, certified in transition and recovery, restorative family mediator, and conflictual co-parenting coach. Thank you, Mark.
Bruce.
I'm Bruce Kaczynski, and I've been helping business owners and their families for over 23 years, protecting what they most value.
Earl, you're muted.
I'm from Montreal. What I'm doing now is
I can't hear you.
still can't hear me?
I can now.
Oh, okay. So the dog can hear me too. Anyways, my name is Earl. I'm from Montreal. I have doing this new app now where I can make the websites talk. So basically, I'm trying to launch it on Thursday to scale it where anybody can go in, put their URL into it. It would demonstrate on their website how somebody could talk to their website. Basically, what it does, it just stops people from going to your competitors. Gives you a warm leads list at the end of the day, tell you who they talked to, what they talked about, the contact info, and your questions are answered 24/7. So it's like having a live virtual assistant on your website. So basically, I think that'll be the norm in 3 to 5 years. So right now, I'm just ahead of the curve, and it's kind of like a first mover advantage.
Miss Donna, I'm going across the way I see people. I know you're all scrambled.
Okay, so I'm Donna Grand, founder of Grand Connections, and I coach business owners in helping them build relationships first through gratitude, turning their connections who they have into clients through a few tools that I've used in the national sales arena in reaching those clients and keeping them and helping other businesses grow through gratitude.
David.
Yes, my name is David Chabukashvili. I'm a founder and the CEO of Elcard Digital Business Card Platform. We are helping businesses worldwide to increase the networking and increase the lead generation using the digital business cards. So we are pretty much upgrading your paper business card to a smart cards where you can share unlimited cards. You can generate, ton of leads. You can also see analytics, how many cards you share, how many people opened your card, how many people actually click the button of the page you would like to insert in Elcard. So here is my business card right here. So if you could scan that with your phone, you can exactly see how card looks. So we've been doing that for over 9 years now.
John.
I'm John D. Allen Small Business Coaching. I specialize in teaching trust-based sales and marketing. If they don't trust you, they're never going to buy from you. And the way you create trust is by learning how to ask better questions so you get better answers. There's so many industries out there that are so commoditized that all you are is you're lumped in a box. All I got to go on is price. I tell people, do you want to be the Gucci store or the Walmart? Gucci, you're dealing on value. Walmart, you're scratching with the chickens.
I love it. Joseph.
Hello, folks. I don't claim that I see dead people, but I will help you discover a unique value about yourself that nobody else can lay claim to for an enhanced success in your business. People can copy or mimic what you do, but they can't fake who you are. And I call that your secret sauce. And as Mark alluded to a while back, that I do a complimentary podcast. And the challenge is, are you prepared to take the hot seat challenge to discover an ingredient of your secret sauce? I'm Joe Wesley, J&L Creative Solutions.
Amberly.
Hey everyone, I am Amberly Shreve. I'm with Promptings powered by Send Out Cards, and in a world that moves so fast, it's easy to not feel seen or appreciated and to forget the power of a simple thank you. But showing gratitude doesn't have to be complicated. With digital acts powered by Promptings, you can share your appreciation instantly beautifully and from anywhere in the world. Make someone's day, spread a little joy. It's easy, it's thoughtful, it's digital gratitude. Discover the joy of giving thanks and what it can do for you, your heart, your community. Let's connect. Thank you.
Matthew.
Hello, everyone. I'm Matt Pruker with GHG Marketing. I'm co-founder. We're based in the Boston area. We specialize in database management solutions. So we have over 30 million verified B2B data contacts. They're all guaranteed to deliver as far as the emails. We give replacement credits for any hard bounce or soft bounce emails. People utilize our database for targeting new contacts and or promoting their new website or products. So GHG Marketing. Thank you.
Miss Kim Anderson.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kim Anderson. I live in Tampa, Florida, but I help businesses, small business owners nationwide to get the funding they need to grow and expand their business with access to over 75 commercial lenders. Thanks a lot.
The other Miss Kim.
Hi, I'm Kim Groshek. I'm the author and creator of Creatively Canny, Stories That Come to Life Beyond the Page. One of my latest books is being developed with an executive producer for Netflix, a geocaching app, and immersive games that blend storytelling to real-world explanation. My work's all about sparking curiosity, connection, and transformation across books, screens, and everyday experiences. And Mark and I have been collaborating on my Mentor Me screens, my masterminds. This last month, he's been amazing, and I'm really happy to meet all of you here. I think some of you have met in Alignable.
Kim let me talk on stage. Mark Newsom's there. Maybe he's shy. That's okay. Thank you, Kim.
He's there. Mark's there. Go ahead and talk, Mark.
Oh, hey, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark Newsom. I want to thank Tina for inviting me, one of my coaches up there, Mr. John Allen. I'm a direct response marketer. I'm the webmaster at youcanmarketonlinenow.com. I tend to specialize in non-traditional lead generation and referral generation, but Mark, I have to say, I love this whole collaboration thing because that's what it's all about. Everybody has something the other person doesn't have. And it's best we work together. I like to tell my clients before you spend a dime on quote unquote traditional advertising, let's do an audit and see what you already have that you may not be maximizing and utilizing to its full capacity and potential. I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you because this looks like this is a move in the right direction.
Thank you, sir.
Mark.
So that's it. Unless there's more questions, I guess I shouldn't tell him about the detention, right? No, we'll talk about that later. If you get we talked about if you get too salesy and I get 3 complaints, there's going to be a detention, an hour of training about how to talk nicely to people.
We'll put John in charge of that one.
All right.
Isn't that part of the very long fine print at the end of each sign-up sheet?
Yeah. I'm going to have to mend my ways. I told Matt the other day, he said, I've been in business 35 years. I've never had a contract. And he goes, I guess I'm going to be writing your contracts for you when we work together. I'm like, yeah. But
Hey, Mark, are we gonna meet next week, same time, same Zoom link, or how do we arrange that? Like
yeah,
next Tuesday, the same time, exact same time, using same link?
yeah, the same link. This is my private Zoom room, so put it up on your wall or whatever. I'm always at this room.
Okay.
Every Tuesday, I'm going to have anybody that you say, hey, you got to go listen to Mark, give him this link on Tuesday at 1:00.
Okay.
So, but we're going to cover a lot of the same stuff. We might go into twists and turns because I don't script anything. But if anybody that wants to start meeting further, then, or join the group, we're gonna start meeting probably on Fridays. We got a quorum. This, we gotta find a day and time that all the ambassadors are happy with. But that'll be the national meeting. So anybody that you know, please invite them to next Tuesday. And
Okay. Mark, how do you become an ambassador?
oh, we'll have to talk about that on the side.
Okay.
We can talk about area leaders. We only have 10 and they're full right now. I don't want to go to a lot of ambassadors. I want to have people that, been kind of from the beginning. But if you want to be an area leader, that's definitely what we're talking about. I know you have international contacts also.
I do.
So, all
Okay.
right. That's a good question. So do we have everybody signed into the chat? I can just download the chat.
Yep.
You can. Okay. So thank you everybody for coming here. Hopefully I did okay.
Good
And
job, Mark.
Good
Great job,
job.
Mark, and
Good
I'm
job.
I'm really excited. It's a very cool program, and I only wish you the best. That's amazing.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, guys. See you. Thank you.
Thanks, Tina.
You're welcome. Thanks, John.
I'm trying to find how to download the chat.
It's the three buttons at the top.
3 buttons, yeah.
I should have known that, huh?
Yep, they changed it. It used to be at the bottom.
Save chat, everybody. Okay. Don't tell anybody I'm a computer engineer. I can't.
Oh, good. Your secret's safe with me.
You got good support here.
Well, the problem is that anything I needed, I've been programming for the last 40 years. I just build it. It was easier than figuring out somebody else's program. And now the technology has passed me by.
Yeah.
So I got to learn different things. But last comments before I close the meeting.
Oh, I thought it was a great meeting.
I did too. You did a good job.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
So thank you.
We'll see you
next
soon.
time.
See ya.
Say ciao.
Bye.
Thank you.